Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the last topic in the chapter, inshallah, chapter 6. And we're talking about the chemistry of life, or chemistry of living things. Solutions and mixtures. So there is a difference in terminology between solutions and mixture. A solution is when a solvent is dissolved in a liquid or the solution. Okay, for example, if you take sugar and then you put it in water and then you stir it, after a while you can't see the sugar because it's dissolved in the water. The reason that happens is for the same reason when salt dissolves, is because of the polarity of the water kind of breaks apart the clumps of sugar. So this is an example of a solution. So a solution is where a solute is equally distributed or is kind of like dissolved in the solution. Okay. However, not all materials or molecules can be dissolved. Okay. And when they don't dissolve, the result is a mixture. So, for example, here's an example of a mixture. You know, if you have M&Ms and peanuts and etc. So that's an example of mixture, whereas this would be an example of a solution. Now, matter then can be classified into different components. Matter can be classified into mixtures, okay, made up of different things, and it can be classified into pure substances, which are not composed of other things. And pure substances can be elements just like atoms, okay, or compounds, which are molecules made up of one or more atoms. So elements, for example, could be like aluminum. A compound could be like, for example, water. Okay, but these are still pure substances, a pure compound. If your glass of water is pure, that would be like pure water. Okay, if you have an aluminum foil, and that's a pure aluminum foil. Mixtures, on the other hand, are made up of different things. I mean, I talk about solutes here, and that's a separate category. Mixture can be homogeneous or inhomogeneous mixture. In other words, if this is kind of mixed equally well, then, you know, a sample of one area will give you a good representation of a sample of a different area. So that's what a homogeneously or equally mixed mixture is. But mixtures don't have to be equally mixed. They could be inhomogeneous. That means they're not equally. All the M&Ms could be at the bottom of the jar. You know, so that's an inhomogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture is when they are all equally distributed. For example, everybody knows oil and water, they do not mix. Okay. So, and when you agitate them, then you get oil droplets. Okay, this is still kind of a mixture, right? But if you allow it, they will separate to themselves. So this is a homogeneous mixture over here, where they're kind of separated equally, and this would be an inhomogeneous mixture where they are separated by its entirety. So that's just example of a mixture, and that concludes our chapter number 6. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.